The presidency says that Nigeria is experiencing unprecedented growth in non-oil revenues driven by reforms targeting fiscal stability, compliance, and digital tax administration. In a statement, presidential spokesperson Bayo Ononuga said President Bala Tinubu cited significant increases in non-oil revenues for all tiers of government between January and August 2025. In addition, the federal government says that state governments now have more money to operate following the removal of the petrol subsidy by Tinubu's administration in May 2023. Well, Tinubu's new tax law imposing 5% tax on fossil fuel sales from January 2026 has also drawn criticism amid widespread poverty and economic hardship in the land. Well, Petroleum engineer and oil and gas analyst Bala Zakka joins me now online from Lagos. Glad to have you join me, Bala.
Thank you, and I greet our viewers across the globe.
Good, wonderful, good to see you again. Well, the president says he has achieved his revenue target, non-oil sector, but the question will be at what cost and in what areas particularly?
Well, I will talk in my own capacity as a Nigerian. And I was not in politics yesterday. I'm not in politics today. And I have no plans to be in politics tomorrow. As far as I'm concerned, the economy is hurting. Nigerians are groaning in pains. The variables are down. There is serious poverty inertia. And the facts are clear. All I will say is this. Right from the time we went into democracy to now, I have noticed that political dispensation after political dispensation, unfortunately, Nigerian leaders have been caged. Nigerian leaders have been imprisoned by propaganda merchants. And as far as those propaganda merchants are not getting rid of, honestly, Nigeria's economy will finally grind into the valley. Anybody who tells you that the economy is looking good, that person is not honest to you. Any person who tells you that the economy is not experiencing serious stunted growth, that person is not honest to you. You know it and I know. All the economic variables are down. You know it. Some people say we, the citizens, are after entitlement. It's not correct. Are we enjoying any entitlement in energy today? No, as far as I'm concerned, there is no entitlement in electricity. We are not enjoying any entitlement in education. We are not enjoying any entitlement in health. We are not enjoying any entitlement in agriculture. We are not enjoying any entitlement in security. The only thing that we are enjoying today that I strongly believe some of those economic vampires have no control over is oxygen. Something tells me that if they have a way, they will cage and lock the oxygen our leaders from knowing the truth. There is a need to get rid of these propaganda merchants because the economy of Nigeria is in red. It is not me talking in Nigeria. People know it across the globe. We are not doing well. Yes, we have the population, but what is the quality of our population today? Before we used to brag about our population. You cannot brag about our healthcare system today. You cannot brag about our Nigerian security. You cannot brag about our agricultural products. You cannot brag about our education. The only thing we can brag about today is oxygen. And oxygen is the free gift of God Almighty that nobody has control over, especially these propaganda merchants that have caged and blocked our leaders from knowing the truth.
Yeah, Bala. Yeah, well, one has heard what you said, but the president insists that from January to August 2025, total collections reached 20.59 trillion, a 40.5% increase from 14.6 trillion recorded in 2024. For sure, that signifies an increase.
me say something, and I don't want to talk about credentials and academics, but I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a practicing petroleum engineer, and I studied engineering to PhD level. But let's keep academics and paper aside. Ask any Okada rider or a vulcanizer if that person buys 10 liters of petrol at about 8,000 Nigerian naira, how many tires would that person vulcanize before he breaks even? The Nigerian minimum wage is 70,000. Ask anybody. 70,000 cannot buy you 100 liters of petrol or diesel or kerosene. 100,000 Nigerian naira cannot buy you 5 50 kg bags of fertilizer. 70,000 Nigerian naira as I speak to you today. Tell me, let those economic theorists and all those propagandists that are using fake economic papers and analysis explain to me how 70,000 Nigerian naira can feed a family of 4. Let them explain. That is why we said they have caged our leaders. All the other analysis you're doing, I can explain. I know the economic variables are down and Nigeria are growing. The difference between Nigeria and other countries and why many Nigerians are running away is because they are getting those basics that we technically call subsidies. And subsidy is being abused in Nigeria. The only reason why people are running away from Nigeria is because they get subsidy in education, they get subsidy in security, they get subsidy in health. And they are giving their best. So all I'm going to say is this. It's not the volume. It's not the size of the minimum wage. Some countries you go, they are earning 5,000 in their currency, but they get everything. So enough of this paper economy. Is enough of these fake propagandists. And it is time our leaders, our political leaders in particular, are released from the cages and the prisons because they have been placated. The truth is the economy is hurting. And I stand to have debate with anybody. As I speak to you before I came to your studio, I was with Pa Ayo Okpadokun. Who is that person that will tell me Pa Ayo Okpadokun has not fought for Nigeria? His type are less than 1% now living. And by this time tomorrow is public holiday, around 10 o'clock, I will be with Pa Ayo Okpadokun.
Yeah, before.
Those are the kind of Nigerians remaining that are encouraging us.
Yeah, Bala.
But in real sense, in reality, the economy is down.
All right, before I let you go, just one more question. Well, the president actually, he also says that the economy is stabilized. Nobody's trading piece of paper for exchange rate anymore. I want you to react to that before I let you go.
Okay, I want to believe that Mr. President has been given what we call statistics. But I can tell you that there is a difference between statistics and mathematics. In mathematics, 1 + 1 is 2. In statistics, 1 + 1 is X plus an error margin. And that error margin can be 100% error margin. Most of the statistics being given to our leaders have 100% error margin. So most of them are paper statistics, paper analysis. The reality on the ground is that things are bad. There is economic docility. The inertia of poverty is heavy and high. There is a need for a very strong force to overcome that poverty inertia and generate the necessary momentum that will get our economy moving and running.
We'll leave it there. That's petroleum engineer. So forcefully speaking there, oil and gas analyst Bala Zakka on Primetime. Bala, sorry we didn't have so much time because of the technical hitches. But thank you for being on Arise Primetime. All right, well, that's it for this edition of Arise Primetime. Do join us again tomorrow from me and the entire team here in Abuja. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.